Hi, I was just making a video because the whole targeted individual stuff has become very prominent in my reality for some messed up reason. And as I was making this video, it became very clear to me. It became very clear to me why I've been experiencing this stuff and what I'm supposed to do to help you. And I'm going to do my, actually, I can pretty much sum this up in under 5 minutes for you. You're a targeted individual because of so-and-so reason, okay? I don't want to get into the past. I don't want to get into the future of it or any of it. We've all been through this in one way or another, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. You're in the matrix and you're monitored. So use it to your advantage. Step 1, no fear. Step 2, no fighting. Step 3, no narcissistic trinity, the one that includes victim, victimizer, perpetrator, instigator, and all that, okay? None of that. You don't want to deal with any of it. Step 4, acknowledge you're in the matrix and it functions on the law of attraction, among other laws. Now, from here it gets really easy. You want to manifest a reality for yourself that doesn't include being targeted, correct? So it's already there. What you need to simply do and put into effect is the feeling of being free. But you need to stop eating meat. These things only exist in the lower density planes, and as you move up in your vibration, they make a more concerted effort to keep you down. So by the time you become aware that you're targeted, you're pretty much right at 5D's doorstep. And the worst thing you could do is fight. Instead, maybe learn how to use cyberkinesis. I mean, they're using technology against you, right? And you're a child of God, a child of light. Learn how to use the technology back. Or just use the law of attraction and slingshot yourself to the higher realm. Detox your system, get the meat and animal products out of your system, and control your thoughts, your emotions. And when you get these episodes, simply sit down, and if there is the moon or the sun, the stars, a plant in front of you, reconnect with who you are and that childlike feeling of joy. Know thyself. Move yourself into the higher realms where these things don't exist, because you can't be in 5D if you're fighting or fearful or eating each other or blaming each other. You simply can't. It's called unity consciousness for a reason. So, this is the first and last video I'm going to make on this topic, and I'm only making it because I have been bombarded today by these people. And I would rather use it to my benefit and to the benefit of the all than to sit here and feel victimized. Because I know if I start crying, somebody behind a desk over there is going to get like plus 10 points or something. It's like a video game to them. They've been so conditioned against being human and what compassion is that they don't care how much they hurt you. It doesn't register to them. No amount of you fighting or wishing them well or wishing them ill is going to help. They are simply the roadblock for you to take a different road or to learn how to fly over the roadblock. It's your evolution point. So instead of, dwindling and fading and dimming your light, simply, oh, you're using technology against me? That's kind of cool. AI and interdimensional technologies and alien stuff? Fascinating. Well, thanks for the heads up. I'm on my way out. So just claim your own power. God didn't make a weakling. The infinite creation that is God, and love, light, and joy, and bliss, and happiness, and wisdom, and intellect, compassion, and mercy aren't things that would bow down to technology. So get off your knees, human race, please. Get off your asses and get your head out of the grief bucket and stop pointing the finger at everybody, because the ones that are doing this to everybody are also aspects of your own consciousness. I've dealt with this stuff my entire life, and every time I've really just laughed at it. Regardless of how much trauma I've gone through, from people in my life dying to animals near me, really horrible experiences. I refuse to give it any power. If this is Satan's work, yeah, bye Satan, I don't really like you. Thanks for the heads up of where I was and where I don't want to be. I'm not going to sit there banging my head against the wall that has spikes on it. Obviously, if I'm at a state in reality where this stuff is happening, I'm not supposed to be there. So do yourselves a favor if you're going through this stuff. Get off your butts and manifest a better reality for yourself. If you need help, I'm right here to help you and stand with you, but I'm not gonna hold your hand while you're suffering and you want somebody to sympathize with you. That's just enabling you. You need help to get through this? Fantastic. Here's the help. You make your own reality. What you're experiencing is within you and around you. The world around us is a co-creation that we have all made together. The planet is not a prison planet, it is a rehab planet. It's not even a planet, it is a pixel. So before you get any farther into any kind of battle against the dark, realize that you don't need to fight anything. You are so infinite that fighting diminishes you. The light doesn't fight. If it fights, it has to turn into something that is fighting, like capable of fighting. The light just obliterates every form of dark in its path just by being what it is. And I don't mean obliterate your enemies, I mean obliterate the fear inside you. Children don't worry about this stuff at all. Animals don't concern themselves with this. The light doesn't concern themselves with this. You do in a human body because you're triggered with fear. And then power games, and then miscomprehension, and then judgment of people that are different than you. It's not okay for you to be stuck in this place. And I guess another thing for me to do here is to have you realize truly that the best prayer you can say is to the light within yourself that is constantly reminding you that you don't need to fight or to be afraid. You simply need to evolve and move forward in your journey. If people in your journey are showing you that there's strife around you, simply keep walking to the other side of it. You don't have to stand there and attempt to control every fly or every machine or every barking dog or every, nosy neighbor. Just keep doing you and move forward. It's as simple as that. And if you need any kind of advice or help, I'm here. I'm going through this journey with you. We're all in this and we're all integrating, and more than likely, we're all the same being. So, from me to you, from you to me, from us to us, remember what it was like to be normal. Manifest a normal life. Visualize it. Think it. Speak it. Do something to bring it into reality. I'm here to help you. I am no better than you, and I am no worse than you. We're all a family. And those that have given up their light, they don't need you to sit there drowning yourself and to be able to give them a cup's worth of light. You simply move on and help them from a higher ground. Offer a hand to lift up those that are willing to reach up, but don't stand there crying over those that don't want to be helped, and don't sit there with them. You don't have to wait till every soul is gone from the planet to feel at peace. You can feel at peace now, and every soul will echo and vibrate with you. So please, whatever you're going through, you have the power yourself to manifest a better life. It doesn't mean that everything's going to change overnight. But if every one of us, one at a time or all of us together, can just take 5 minutes a day when we're going through this being targeted stuff, and just realize that we're doing it to ourselves so that we can move forward in life and use a different mindset, it becomes a lot easier. Because today, I noticed it started getting worse when I was just sitting there watching YouTube video after YouTube video, and I noticed something's not right. And as soon as I got up and I sat on the floor and I looked at the sun and I just meditated with the light, things got better. And then I got up and I made myself a salad, a cup of tea. I sat there putting a Ho'oponopono prayer, I think that's how you pronounce it, on YouTube and on repeat. And I just sat there just feeling my own presence around me. Yeah, the little nanobots were around. Yeah, I was getting thoughts in my head and weird images. I just let them go. Because on the other side of those images is a being made of flesh and blood, sitting behind a computer, sending you images as if you're a computer character. It's that simple. It's just technology, and anything else you have power over. And honestly, there's a thing called cyberkinesis, the ability to manipulate technology. So if you're really concerned and you really want to fight back and help people in a different way, maybe start practicing your extrasensory perception abilities and learn how to use, do this for yourself. I mean, a microwave can be used for good or evil. A butter knife can be used for good or evil. A freaking spork can be used for good or evil. A blackberry bush, a tree, a chair, your mind, your heart, a strand of hair even. So just, if you're, see where you stand with all of this, and then check yourself. Because not everybody needs to be your enemy, and not everybody is your ally. And those that aren't your allies are showing you where you are not accepting yourself. So if the world is coming at you with technology and entities, my spiritual, and from my perspective, I would tell you that you are afraid of technology and the spirit realm. That's why the world around you is showing you technology and entities to attack you. My grandfather would pick up snakes by the head, poisonous ones or otherwise, and he would just hold them and look them in the eye until the snake became docile. He was unafraid. He showed no fear. He would make medicine out of snake venom in the kitchen. And I would sit there and watch the snake wiggle and waggle, and then he would just pick it up and look at it. And he wouldn't let it spit venom. He would hold its thumb, like his thumb, under its jaw to block off the glands and everything else that it would use to projectile the thing. And whenever the venom leaked, he would hold it over the cup. He wasn't afraid. He knew he was of the light. What power does venom have over him? Nothing. He took the venom and made medicine from it. So take a page out of my grandfather's book, like learn it, copy it, or whatever. If you're being messed with technology, maybe you're a really good engineer. If you're being messed with spirits and entities and possessions, maybe you're a really powerful shaman. if you're sitting there throwing, holy books at people and saying this and that and the wrath of God and kingdom this and, maybe you were really something in another life, like a spiritual pastor or someone of the light or of the dark, and you're learning how to integrate. Every rainbow has every single color in it. You don't see them fighting each other. In order to get to unity consciousness, we must be united. It doesn't mean you accept or condone what's happening. It simply means you don't allow it to make you less than the light that you are. So from one child of light to another, I beg you, please, stop feeding the beast. It finds your torment delicious, and I beg this of you. Feed it joy instead. Or just ignore it and go about your life and manifest a better life for yourself. Whatever your path may be, I'm choosing the path of peace and unity. So I'm not fighting. I'm not condemning anybody. I'm not pointing the finger at anybody. All of it exists, and we're all manifesting our reality and experiencing things at different levels. At the level I'm on to try to move forward from here, I'm being asked to learn how to integrate technology, spirituality, and my normal day-to-day life, and to remove the fear from my life, which I can do. So please, make the world a better place for everybody, and start with yourself, and do it from a place of joy, not from a place of, oh, if I do this, then they're gonna lose, or if I do that, then they're gonna win. They're irrelevant. They are you. Okay? You're in a matrix. This is a fractal reality. You can't fight something. You're fighting a kaleidoscope. And that kaleidoscope is pointed right at you. So just let it see a pretty picture of you. And please don't use your mind to think unless you're thinking about a beautiful reality. Use the thoughts and the words in your mind as a tool, not as commercial breaks, not as chitter chatter. Idle hands are the devil's playground. An idle mind is where the playground was built. Fill your heart with joy, know thyself, and come together with everybody. Good and bad, look your enemy in the eye and say, I love you. Look your God in the eye, your whatever, and say, I love you as I love myself. I wish you the